So this is pretty much the exact same list that I've been running since the last video. If you want a breakdown on why I'm playing certain cards, go ahead and watch the previous videos. But I do want to talk about one thing here, and it's Farewell. Farewell being a card that can kind of swing the game in a way that no other card can. But I'm still having trouble finding the slot for it, and I'm not sure it's justified. While there are some positions where I would want Farewell, I'm still debating whether it's actually necessary or if it's just a feeling that, you know, this card would be really good in this spot. So if you're going to play a Farewell, I still have not found a slot, but I was debating removing a Sunfall and putting a Farewell instead of it. I was debating removing the Realm Breaker, which is only for ramp and control pretty much, and playing the Farewell, and replacing Mastermind and playing the Farewell. And for now, I'm still not acting on that because I think these cards are really impactful in the matchups that I want them to be impactful in. So the Farewell would mostly be for, you know, those random mid-range decks, which are not that common. And specifically Esper mid-range, that is the matchup that I think I would want it the most in. But there is some conflict with specifically Lockdown. I think this is what's holding me back the most, is the fact that Lockdown is effective in the Esper matchup, because you want to grab the bat, you want to grab like the tokens from the wedding announcement, the tokens from Wandering Emperor, the tokens from the Virtue, or the token from the Virtue. So you're still playing Lockdown. And in the Esper matchup, if they have anything, you're in a pretty bad spot, because they have scaling enchantments, stuff like that, and they have like planeswalkers like Kaito potentially, they have more Wandering Emperors, they have like flash creatures. So you don't want to leave them with much, because you're going to usually be in a spot where you have very low HP against them, in a position where Farewell would be good, for example. You'll have very low HP. So if you took a bat early, or if you took a Denic or a Mastermind or something, and you Farewell to destroy their wedding announcements, to exile their wedding announcements and their Virtue or something, giving them back those creatures is often just about as bad as them having those cards on the battlefield. And in that case, playing a Sunfall might even be better. So again, this is really holding me back. It would be nice against ramp to have Farewell, because obviously they have, you know, the variety of permanents that they do have already. So that would be okay, but I still don't think it's necessary. But anyways, that was just a short tangent, or not so short, I don't know, medium-sized tangent about Farewell. If you're considering it, I think it's a good idea. If you feel like you need it, go ahead. But for now, I'm going to leave things as they are. So enjoy the gameplay, and check out my second channel if you want to see some strategic roguelike deck building gameplay that I have over there, and also action roguelikes as well. Anyways, I'll leave you with that. I think I have to keep this. Yeah. It's kind of bad, but I mean, the odds are I find the land. It's just, if I don't find it, I'm kind of screwed. This is a hard matchup too. Okay, okay, if I hit my fourth land, we're good. Problem is, if I don't, I'll probably just lose, because... Oh. Okay, we're both in the same situation. Except they're on 2. I mean, it's not a huge advantage, because I'm basically not going to be casting anything. Alright, it's pretty much equivalent. So, like, I think I'm actually... Theoretically, I would be in a worse spot, I think, because their deck is better in this matchup. Pretty sure Sunfall is actually worse. I mean, there's the bat. Yeah, it's got to be Sunfall. I'm kind of screwed here. Okay, it is Esper. I mean, that's even worse, but... Esper is even worse than Demir, I think, because Wandering Emperor comes into the fray. Okay, this is... Okay, I was not expecting mid-range. I was definitely not expecting mid-range. I don't know why they had... Okay, why would you keep this mana base, why would you keep 2 lands, no white, if you're playing like a tempo deck or like a mid-range creature deck? I mean, that's actually unfortunate. I would have kept the Sunfall in that case. I mean, if that was their only play, then I guess killing it is probably correct. But yeah, now I regret keeping the lockdown. Or maybe not. Maybe I hit it here. I guess. I kind of have to use it. I'm in a spot where I have to basically ignore the fact that I have counter magic, I think, because I don't want them to use the tokens to gain value, maybe. Or I could wait. No, I could wait. I could also play Jace and plus. That way I get to draw next turn. Yeah, that's probably correct, actually. I could also Jace and minus. And plus next turn, which is pretty much equivalent, but better. Oh, actually, no, because they can get plus stats, right? Yeah, whatever. I mean, if they think they're forced to kill this somehow, I think it's beneficial for me. Yeah, I don't want to put this to 3 and then they get double stats and then I'm screwed. That's fine. Actually, that's good. Very good. Yeah, this is a good situation. Alright. That Jace play is gonna swing the game, I think. Potentially. Ooh. Okay. Thank you for the raid, Firelord. I'm gonna self-mill myself, probably. Or I could mill the bat. It's just a little bit risky because of obviously they could mill a Denic, but I mean, you know what? I'm more afraid of the bat than most cards, I think. Definitely. I think we're kind of stable now. They have wedding announcement. I have Jace. That's, I mean, realistically here, this is not gonna resolve. So, oh, okay. Okay, we're in a really good spot then. All right, I was not expecting that. I think I have to keep drawing. I have to keep trying to find Deluge or Faithful Mending. I could bounce that. I think I probably will end up bouncing that. Just to get one more turn of Jace. So one counter. I know they don't have a counter. I could also be a little bit greedy and try to block, but with the way their hand is constructed currently, it's almost certainly one removal spell at least in their hand. So I'm basically trading this for a spell. Or not a spell, but you know what, I will counter that. Okay, they found the counter. Okay, that's fine. It's gonna happen at some point. There's Deluge. Can do this and not cast Deluge. Okay. Well, I know that was the top deck, so. Krowz. Realistically, I could also just cast this first if I think that I can find an answer to that. It would pretty much only be get lost. I don't really want to use my Sunfall. I feel like I could plus and Celestis. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Or I could just cast another Delusion plus. That's probably correct. Oh wait, no, I can't. Do I just draw then? No, I'll play Celestis, screw it. I think keeping the Jace on the field is actually worth something. It might force them to make like more aggressive plays because they think they have to deal with it. Like committing to the board a little bit more. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of, is Rafine making their hand a little bit better, but it's not a huge deal. Do I value Jace more? I'd say probably not. Alright, at this point I think I'm willing to Sunfall. Just for one creature. Well, specifically Rafine, right? That's the main issue. Oh, there goes the whale. Okay, that's good. Yep. Maybe discarding that's not good. I don't know. Okay, that's fine. I mean, that's kind of annoying, but it's just annoying because I have to discard, which is not that big of a deal, actually.
Organic minds are easily quelled.
I can realistically discard the Deluge. I think I'm just not going to draw here. Why not? Oh. Why not, he says. I actually keep forgetting about the static that works not only when it attacks, obviously. It's not a huge deal, but still just bad. Maybe if they had a removal spell for their own thing, that would have been annoying. I actually think getting rid of Get Lost is correct here. Because I can't draw on this turn. Or I should have cast this beforehand. That was probably the play. Well, I probably should have cast this beforehand. Discarded something else, maybe. Oh. Oof. I guess that wasn't resolving anyways. Okay, good. Saves me time. At least they recognize that in that position, they're most likely going to lose eventually. Better to get it over with. Ace hours. It is actually a little bit difficult sideboard access, but that's why I think it's one of the harder matchups. Actually, it's not that hard. I keep forgetting Jace can just easily come out. Yeah, it's actually okay. So I'm at +1 here. And realistically, I could probably get rid of this without Jace. It loses some value. Hornlocked Whale is fine. It hits tokens. I like it. Wandering Emperor is not even like that. Wandering Emperor is not that good. Mostly because they can just not really. They can kind of set up their own board and hold up counter magic and not really swing. And then I'm kind of holding a card that doesn't really act as a removal. Even though they have to swing eventually. Problem is when they do swing, this is no longer a threat because it's like removing one of their 5 creatures potentially. So realistically, I'd have to sweep and then it becomes good if they only have 1. But still, as a flash card, I kind of still have to keep it in the deck because it is safer. It's even though it's less effective than something like Sunfall on your average board state, I think I'm gonna resolve it more often. So I just have to hope that they commit to it, maybe, or like play it. Yeah, they have to play into it basically. Otherwise, like the me making tokens doesn't really do much. So yeah, you could realistically, I could swap. I could go down one Emperor and go up 1 Lockdown. I think that's reasonable. Lockdown deals with the bat. Lockdown deals with wedding announcement tokens. Deals with potential. I mean, Dennick's not too relevant, but it can deal with the other side of Dennick, the 3/2. I think I have to keep this. There's nothing I can do against the bat, so I might as well just not keep too many spells and at least find my lands. Try to find some more card draw. Ugh. At least I have 5 lands. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to help me or not, though. It depends. Again, it depends with what I find, right? If I find the right spells, like potentially this is good, but could get countered. If they find the curve, yeah, they found the curve. Okay. This is gonna be difficult. It's gonna be really difficult, and they found exactly Dennick discard, which is really annoying. They're gonna find counter magic as well soon, probably. Okay, that's interesting. I feel like that's a mistake. So now I can stabilize a little bit. At least gain myself a lot of life here. Yeah, cutting Sunfall is probably a mistake. I don't know. It depends. Like, sometimes the game flow is way different than this. Sometimes they play a little bit slower. If they find the Rafine curve, it's hard if I don't have spot removal. But again, I could have found specifically one answer for Rafine, and then we would have been in a spot where I would be winning, where I would not need the Sunfall, so it's definitely interesting. Do I have to commit to removing Rafine now? Because otherwise it's just gonna untap and they have one more draw. And they'll probably target this, and yeah. It's a losing play, I think, to wait. They either have it or they don't have it. This puts me in a position where I'm actually in a decent decent spot, I think. Maybe not. It's a really good last card. If it's not going to be counter, it might as well be that. It's a lot of damage. Plus Dennick coming out. Okay. So we have 1 Lockdown left, 3 Sunfall. Wandering Emperor was decent. That's fine, I guess. I don't know. Gotta find a sweeper right now. I'm sure they have a plains. There's no point in destroying that. I don't think that helps me. Actually, it might. Let me think. So I probably have to counter. Then I have to kill the bat and deluge. Yeah. I guess it's fine. Would I be alive at that point though? Take 6. Yeah. I guess I'm theoretically alive. The get lost does give them a lot of value though. It's not a mistake. You lose damage. I mean, it's not. I wouldn't say it's a mistake, but isn't that a little bit greedy in that position when you have a play already? It lessens the day. Like I can take 5. Like 6 was a little bit scary because being one off is not exactly my favorite position to be in. I have to deluge, so this is a forced play. I might take it. I think me being at 3 is fine. That's probably the best card they could have found there. And I'll have to find double sweeper basically. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's just really unlucky. I guess the bat would have been worse. Okay, I can still find... Okay, I can get it here. My 1 copy of the thing. Oh, wow. Cool. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say about this game. I'm probably still going to lose. Kaito is a really, really good card to find off the follow-up here. I don't really know how to stabilize against Kaito. But definitely starts with this, probably. That's fine. I don't know why they wouldn't do that on their turn. I feel like it's just better. I meant when I was tapped out, why wouldn't they do that like end of their turn? Pretty big misplay. I feel like, I mean, I'm still in a bad spot. That helps. This helps for sure. But being in Wandering Emperor range is a little bit scary. Oof. Yeah. It's too hard. They keep top decking like the right spells, even though I top decked the lockdown. They've been top decking for a while, so still both top decking, so it is what it is. Okay, that's, I can use that, I guess. I mean, it's not over, maybe. I'm at 1. Oh. Yeah. Well, as I said, I mean, they have everything, so this matchup is hard, baseline, but... Okay. probably should play more lockdowns. I mean, I was in that position in the first place because I didn't have enough. I guess the whale is probably... No, I think it's good. Wandering Emperor was fine. Cryptic Coat. Do I need a Cryptic Coat answer? Good question. I basically will only have 2 and the counters. Yeah, probably. Probably forced to play that. I think the whale is probably the only cut I can make here. And then I also need another cut. Is me losing a 6/6 actually? I feel like a 6/6 is so strong. Or maybe it's just not impactful enough. I can't cut that. It's... I don't know. It's probably not Wandering Emperor, but I don't really have time to think. But again, Wandering Emperor is really not... Like, they can just sit and wait for duress or counter magic, and I'm kind of screwed. This hand is playable. Because I have to... I mean, I was going to say, if they don't have duress. I just can't... I can't not cast that. That's just a mistake. Triple field is interesting. I'm in a weird spot. In this matchup, I would really want Farewell. I don't have Farewell though. See, like this is the direction I wanted the last game to go in, where they just don't have like a strong hand, a strong opening hand that puts pressure on me immediately. If they had a slow hand like that, I would have been in a much better position. Okay, that's fine. I could double field, they would get all their basics out. I feel like that's kind of weak. I know they have one of each, right? It's guaranteed one of each. So I could force them to have like one black, one blue, but it doesn't really impact that much. I could deluge now so I don't get countered. Oh wait, this doesn't have any text. Okay. I was like, that's gonna phase out, right? No, it doesn't, because it removes all the text.
You caught me.
Alright. Yeah, I think deluging is probably okay here. I dodge the counters. Puts me in a spot where I have 2 cards in hand. 2 extra cards in hand. I get one more deluge. I get Commando because of Coat, probably. And that's the reason it's here. I mean, that's fine, I guess. I think attacking is correct because if they have the counter, well, no, they definitely have the counter, right? Otherwise, they would have cracked the thing. Do I care if the problem is? Do I even care if they have to use the counter on their turn? Probably. Then I have to pay an extra mana, which is bad for me. Like the question is, do I care if they have to pay an extra 2 mana, or do I care about potentially me having to use 1 extra mana because of the attacks? I care more about myself right now. Okay. I might not even interact with Orphine. I think it's a losing play potentially. Because it's so mana inefficient. Yeah, I'll leave it on the field probably. Okay, that's pretty annoying. Wish I had a counter for that. I might look for it actually. But I probably... Okay. Depends if they want to slam the backside of Virtue. In that case, I do have to Cathar Commando, I think. This is a very hard spot to be in. Now they get 2 procs of that too. Maybe I do have to try. I wasn't expecting that, otherwise I would not have attacked with that, obviously. If I was expecting a flash creature, it would have been a flyer, not that. I'm pretty sure they have... Well, actually, no. Now I'm not sure they have a counterspell. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm actually not sure they have a counterspell because they had that to leave open. So if they have a counter and that, then I guess we're screwed, but... It's a decent gamble, I think. I mean, it's more likely that they don't have a counterspell because they had this. Actually, it's not more likely, but it's a reasonable... The reasonable assumption, I would say. Or maybe it's not. I don't know. I actually don't know if it's reasonable, but it feels more reasonable to me that if they have like every combination of card possible, they would probably not have 2. Or less likely to have 2 specific cards in hand. That's probably not how that works. Anyways, I can destroy that, and I will destroy that. And I will destroy it now. And now here's a good question. Is it plus or minus? I think it's plus. A little bit risky against removal, but why would they play removal against me? Or at least they probably will, but how many copies of a removal spell they're going to be playing? Not many, probably. And they have to hit twice here if they want the stats, so... Yeah. Not super likely either. That's a bad. Gladly take the trade. It might not trade because of Wandering Emperor, but I think that's okay. Okay, this is a really good spot. I don't know why they would trade that. Thing is, for them, the less board presence they have, the easier it is for me. I think I should pop this, actually. Huh. What if I find lockdown? I still have 3 lockdowns. It's kind of like... Yeah, I might have to... get rid of my clues before it's too late. I can shuffle this. I probably should. in button fun. And surely the bat has to be one of the better cards they can find on the top here. Anything that interacts with my hand is probably not great. Alright, my Wandering Emperor is still not safe. But it's buying me a lot of time, and time is all you need in control. Yeah, that is not good. That is not good. That's probably the only thing I really need to counter in their entire deck. I think I have to draw, because either way, if I'm going to find a counter, it's going to be now. I might as well counter that now. Didn't get it, okay. Well, sucks. And I'm not going to I don't want to play the Deluge because it plays into counter magic, but now I know they don't have it. Okay, at least that's good. They're losing one creature. I was afraid of two creatures getting scaled here. If it's only Denic, I think that's kind of fine. This won't kill me too quickly. Ooh, that could be interesting. I don't even know if that's worth. No, it's not worth it. It's probably better for me to draw. Actually, it might buy me a decent amount of time. Never mind. I think it's correct, actually. Maybe it's not. Okay, I'm definitely dealing with that. Yeah, okay, I'll kill that. That's a much better target. Because yeah, Denic comes back anyways, not really that beneficial. Okay, Sunfall. We do have 3. And I have not seen a single copy, so... Oh, there's the counter. Yep. Alright, I was expecting that. So now I need to find the sweeper off the next spell. Which is fine, I guess. I don't know. I should do it now. In case I find, Oh wait, I can destroy this with Get Lost as well. I should do it now, though. Well, no, because if they find the bat... I mean, either way, it's better for me to play this, right? Because I want to deduce. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to take a beating here. I'm going to discard the Mastermind. Hopefully they don't find something too crazy. Oh, that's fine. That's totally fine. I was a good thing I didn't do that on my turn. And now I have to discard the Mastermind, unfortunately. Oh no, wait, I could have cast that. I was under the assumption that they could discard that. I don't know why I thought that. Actually, wait, I can just discard land, right? There's no reason for me to discard. What if I don't find it, though? Well, if I don't find it, I'll lose the game, right? Yeah, never mind. I definitely misplayed. I should have cast that. Well, again, what if I draw... Nah, I don't know. It's irrelevant, right? Top 7 should find one, yep. Oh, it was the next card. But I would have found the second one. Okay. I can also deal with the enchantment, which I probably... Well, I think Dissipate is more powerful. I have more copies of Get Lost than I do Dissipate, so I think Dissipate is better here. Let's not tap that. I don't really care about this anymore. Yeah, 7 minutes left, more than enough time, don't worry about it. It's funny because I know I play against Control sometimes. Well, when I play against Control and I'm like, okay, they're down on time, and I look at the timer, I'm like, yeah, they have like 6 minutes left. 6 minutes left. Surely they lose the game, and they always beat me. Like, you really don't need that much time to win in Control deck, unless you're really sideboarding poorly and you have absolutely no win cons. But I already have the birds on the board. The Murex is already there. I can quickly pass turn. They have only one play per turn. The timer doesn't go down that much. I mean, I have stuff to attack with as well that's in my deck, like the Sunfall token and stuff like that. So I could probably close that out in like 2 minutes if I play a little bit faster. But I didn't really have to there. What do I think of Sultai Ramp? I think it's good. I haven't played it, but in theory, I think it's good.